Parliament resumes sitting, the 20th of August 2025. By correspondent, Parliament resumes sitting today with debate on the midterm budget review statement, presented by Finance, Economic Development and Investment Promotion Minister, Professor Mthuli Ncube on July 31st. Expected to dominate proceedings, the debate had been adjourned before the Heroes and Defense Forces Day commemorations. In his review, Prof. Ncube emphasized the need to revisit levies and licenses, responding to repeated calls by captains of industry for the streamlining of statutory obligations and the wider regulatory framework in order to ease pressure on businesses. The Treasury Chief said the economy was on track to achieve the projected 6% growth this year, despite the slowdown from 5% to 1.7% in 2024 as a result of the El Niño-induced drought. He further revealed that fiscal revenue and expenditure had remained aligned with projections in the first half of the year. Responding to concerns from economic analysts, taxpayers, and business member organizations, Prof. Ncube assured that the government would continue reviewing the taxation framework without jeopardizing fiscal stability. In recognition of the concerns raised by taxpayers and business representative organizations, such as the Chamber of Mines, Confederation of Zimbabwe Industries, and Zimbabwe National Chamber of Commerce, government will continue to review the existing tax system with a view to reducing reported and observed distortions, he said. The minister explained that the reforms are intended to attract both domestic and foreign investment by creating a more conducive business environment. This includes streamlining regulations, reducing compliance costs, and cutting back on bureaucratic inefficiencies. In practical terms, the second half of 2025 will see the government seized with implementation of the business reforms, from cutting licensing fees to digitizing application processes, Prof. Ncube added. He stressed that reducing operational costs was central to enabling domestic industry to compete both locally and internationally. At the same time, he underscored that investment and compliance with tax laws remained vital to building a sustainable domestic resource mobilization framework.